Hey everyone, welcome to the video. This is a video on how to play Vietcong on Windows 10. It also works on Windows 7. Just wanted to share how to basically get it set up and get playing. It's really awesome, pretty easy, and within this short time frame of this video, you'll be playing Vietcong on Windows 10 in no time. I also included a link in the description to download for your convenience. It also has the README, so in case you kind of get a little confused in the video, you can follow along there as well. I appreciate you guys watching and clicking on my video. Make sure to subscribe and like the video as always. Hope you enjoy the rest of it, and without further ado, let's get started. Before we get started, I do want to make sure that I won't be including any of the direct links to the game itself, but you can find it online with the various abandonware websites. And without further ado, let's just dive into this and get on through the Delta Mekong and get into Vietcong. And Red Dawn does work as well for the expansion pack, so expect some maximum enjoyment. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully I lowered the volume enough there. But what we got going on here is you should download the link from the YouTube description. It's my mega download file or zip file that I uploaded to my mega account. And it should contain the following files. The zip file is called Vietcong Win10 Ready Run Pack.zip, and it should have maps, folder, readme, and 4 of the patches needed to be run, and you have to run them in order. I have named them pretty nicely, so it says run me first, second, third, and fourth. Follow that. And then I also have a readme that tells you, besides this YouTube video, to kind of guide you along as well. It's pretty easy to do, and within less than 20 minutes total, maybe, with installing Vietcong as a game itself, whether you have it on disk or legally, or you downloaded an abandonware, which I guess is legally as well at this point. Is it abandonware? And then Vietcong Red Dawn, which was a free expansion pack that Pterodon released for Vietcong. Vietcong Purple Haze was a bundle pack that had Vietcong Fist Alpha bundled together, and with that it included some patches as well. But with my copy of Vietcong, I have 1.0, and I had to go through all of the patches. I don't have Fist Alpha, so I didn't get that working yet, but it does work just as good. You download that and install that pretty much before you apply the VC starter files. Let's get started here. So I got my Vietcong directory. My game is already installed. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the disk. And basically what we're going to want to do is go to the disk. If you downloaded the game, or if you have the physical CD, to mount the disk, you're going to need Virtual Clone CD. Software, it's free. I'll put that link in the description. So you're going to want to open this guy here and open up the CD1. And if you do have an ISO and it calls for CD2, just double click on that and it'll mount the ISO, and you can continue on with the installation. You're going to need to run right click on setup.exe, click on compatibility, and you're going to check mark run this program in compatibility mode for Windows XP Service Pack 2. I found that worked best. I double checked run this program as administrator and clicked apply, and then OK. and then go ahead and double click on setup.exe. I've already installed the game, but I'm going to go ahead and click yes. And then for me it says play, but for you it's going to say install. You're going to click install and follow the on-screen instructions. Basically install Vietcong. Like I said, go to your ISO and double click on the CD2 when it calls for it. Finish the installation and then go ahead, and you're going to want to run through and go over to the Vietcong Win10 Ready Run Pack zip file and go through each of the patches and run through that. So I've already obviously installed everything, but just showing you again. I'm going to go ahead and open up Run Me, and you're going to want to run or extract. You can do run. I recommend that. And run that. Press yes. And for me, it's going to say the most recent patch is already installed. I have version 1.6, and that's what you're going to need for the VC starter to run. I'm going to click exit for you guys, but basically just go through each one of these. Close, of course, when it's going to ask if I installed it correctly. Just ignore that for this purpose. Go through each of these files and get your game up to 1.6. Again, this is the settings you need for each of the patches. Make sure you right-click on each of the patch and hit Property and click on Compatibility and make sure it's as shown here in the picture. I've included this in the README as well for your convenience. Once you get all of those installed, you're going to want to go ahead, and I would recommend to double click and open up Red Dawn and install that as well. Run the installer and it will find Vietcong. Once you're done installing everything, actually what I would do before you even do VC Starter, you might as well go to your Vietcong directory. So find your Vietcong directory. Usually it'll ask for the root, so it'll ask to install in whatever drive, and then you can put it in whatever folder. Find your Vietcong main folder, main directory, and you're going to want to either you can either create a maps folder, or I did it for your convenience. You can basically copy and paste, or drag and drop, and basically transfer that maps folder over to your Vietcong directory, and there you go. You got a bunch of great maps to play from. Some of them are co-op that you can play with your friends on multiplayer or by yourself even in multiplayer. Great way to expand the game. A good amount of maps, a little map pack for you to get started. Some of the best that I've found over the years back in the day. Enjoy on that. If you want to find more maps, I believe that Vietcong-info is still one of the websites up there. Google is your friend as always. So once you get the maps installed, you're done dragging and dropping for that. And last but not least, you're going to get the game actually running. Before you even run the game, you're going to get a no CD error. So you're going to actually want to copy over Vietcong, VC Starter.dll, and the two other DLLs into your Vietcong main directory. And what that will do is allows you to run the game without a CD and allows you to run on the modern operating system, excuse me. So make sure you do that first and foremost before you do run the game. Ignore what I've spoken in earlier. I apologize. I forgot about that for a moment. I'm just excited that this game can work on Windows 10 finally. So many great games out there now, but sometimes good old games work the best. That's also why I love GOG. Not affiliated with them. Anyways, make sure you copy over these files. Not the README, but copy those over the main directory and overwrite. This is a backup file if you need it further. And this is the changes in English from Czechoslovakian. And with 1.7, it fixed the FPS limiter and errors, error messages with textures and video memory and all that stuff. So those are some big issues, as well as FPS issues. And I believe they added widescreen support. So thank God for 1.7 beta. So we have that. That's pretty much the game. How to install Vietcong in 2021 for Windows 10. Let's go ahead and enjoy the game and play it. And you're going to want to also right click and run bcstarter.config at least once before you start the game. Check through everything. Make sure you click on skip intro. That helps you get to the game faster. You don't have to limit FPS, but you can. Pretty much just leave everything else. It improves texture, so everything's good. And just press OK. Double check your resolution. I have mine incorrectly. I actually have right done. I was gonna play, but let's go to select the right resolution. 32-bit, 1440, 256 by 1440, and then make sure you uncheck prefer 16-bit textures, or else it'll look like crap. And I usually leave texture system memory. I have 32 gigs of memory, system memory, and I have a 144 hertz monitor, so that's my settings. Hitting it OK, and duplicate sounds there. Hit multiplayer. Usually I go to LAN. Actually, I recommend going to player first. Change your name, adjust your players, hit confirm, and go to LAN, hit create, and basically you can play any coop mission by yourself and say how you do. Haylong coop, it's an awesome one of my favorites. Yeah, let's do a sniper, 1 grand, and mouse sensitivity is extreme, especially with the gaming mice. So take heed on that. But yeah, overall it's Vietcong. Just by a little bit. Get that guy. Wait for him to pop up. Oh yeah. Let's just kill this last guy. It's bugging me. Alright. And that's Vietcong on Windows 10 in 2021. Good stuff. I always love hearing the main menu. Sometimes you just sit here and just listen to it for hours. The whole soundtrack is online. I believe most of it's on YouTube. I was able to easily find it and download the whole soundtrack. I think it was available through the Pteranon's website. It might still be through Vietcong-game.com. I don't know if that's still available. I'll link it below if that's true. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.